Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Space and Time podcast. My name is Ryan Ozzy Smith.
I'm Angela Yurko Smith, and it's just occurring to me how bright and colorful you are today with
With the red.
yeah, I was like, whoa.
I've been wearing this for like the last week, and
I've been sitting at the desk working a lot.
well, welcome everybody. So today we're gonna have a quick little overview of a couple, like one story and a couple of different poems. Because right now Brazil is playing in soccer, and we want to get back to watching that.
Yeah, we're not excited or anything.
Yeah, well, we have to. Legally, we're obliged to be, or obligated to be excited about
Yeah,
soccer.
otherwise we may get run out of Brazil. So
Yes.
just saying, go Brazil.
Yes. So I guess the first story, Department
Yeah.
of Magical Irrelevance by Micha Rogers. What were our thoughts on this short story?
Oh, I love this short story. I love that it ends the whole issue with a little bit of hope and funniness and irony, and without giving away too much, kind of recognizing ourselves as ourselves, and no talent is unappreciated or wasteful.
Yeah. I'm thinking like it's not really a spoiler to kind of say what was interesting about this
No, I don't
story,
think
would
so.
you think? So when I first read the Department of Magical Irrelevance, I was initially thinking, oh, okay, post-apocalyptic. It's interesting in that respect. But it really comes into its own later on when, there's magical powers that are completely irrelevant and kind of stupid and useless, and just the kind of the comedic side of that was brought into the story for me made it a unique story and really really interesting, and a lot more unique because there's a lot of post-apocalyptic type situations out there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I do agree. It's kind of like making the best of what you've got. And yeah, it
Yeah.
was kind of interesting in that respect.
And honestly, probably a more realistic view of, say, an apocalyptic or a dystopian future than a lot of them,
Hmm.
because likely most of us would be kind of goofy and stupid and have ridiculous talents. What would mine be? Editing the zombies? Like, I guess that's, you know what I mean? Like,
Editing the
what
zombies.
would we do? Oh, that actually could be editing those zombies.
Well,
Sounds like it's scarier when you say
yeah,
it
but
like that.
like if you're editing this, like that's gene manipulation, and editing the zombies is like that's what
Yeah,
scientists do.
chopping
So
off limbs. Kill your darlings. That
yeah,
zombie was my darling.
absolutely.
Bam.
Attacking with a red pen kind of situation. Alrighty, so this story was by Micah, a writer with the love of snark, world building, and unapologetic chocolate consumption. Micah creates stories across sci-fi, fantasy, and romantasy.
Hmm.
She grew up in rural America, lived abroad for a decade while traveling to 28 countries, and now works in technology innovation to fund her creative habits. Her home is shared with a lively assortment of pets, children, and hobbies, ranging from kung fu to painting to gaming, all of which fuel her imagination. So very, very interesting. So
Yeah, I kind of feel like we would be friends. Like
yeah,
if we all like lived close enough, we would all be buddies.
yes, I feel so as well. Because yeah, we travel. I did martial arts as well. We
Hmm.
like gaming and we like pets
Yeah, lots of weird animals.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. Alrighty, so we also have the poems, and I'll let
Hmm.
you kind of go over the poems because
Yeah.
that was more your
Yeah.
vibe than mine this time because I was rushing.
Well, I do want to point out, if you look on the title of this one, you'll see these little green spots. They're really hard to see.
On this one.
Yeah, on the story that we just talked about, if you look on that title, you'll see those little green circles. Those are
Uh-huh.
the stamp. So you know it
Oh,
here,
okay.
like you might
Yeah, yeah.
miss those, but those are the stamps. So anybody who's watching gets that little subtle, you know,
Or
you're an insider.
or potentially the bubble that she can produce every 30 minutes.
That's true too. It could be the bubble, but yeah, in my
It's
mind it
meant to be
was
the
the
stamp.
stamp, which is why it's
Aha.
green.
Aha. Perfect.
But let's get on to some poems. We've
Mhm.
got we're kind of wrapping up June. Can you believe it already?
Mm.
So, Sooner or Later by Kendall Evans is one of the last poems we haven't discussed. It's a very simple poem, and I almost don't want to get into it too much. It's just the inevitability of life, I'll say. Like we're all on the same level. Nobody is really more special than somebody else. I mean, we are, but we have to recognize that life happens to us all. And
Yeah.
which I kind of always think of it as be kinder then.
Yeah.
Because like you may be on top today, but it will not always be that way. So
I really like that one as well.
Yeah.
It flows really well. It's just
Yeah.
it's like a bite-size poem of just a lot of flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
Like to describe it as food, like it and also Tinker Tailor Toilet or whatever that classic.
Yeah, it has a good rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I'm just gonna say, like, it's a very simple poem, but it says a lot, and those wind up being some of the more
Yeah.
powerful poems. I think when you don't get lost in all the prose,
Yeah.
just came in, said what you needed. He needed Kendall came in, said what he needed to say pretty quickly, and left us with that.
Mm-hmm.
So who's
Alrighty.
next? I've actually got my
You've got
Kindle
it up there. Yeah,
so
I saw that.
That's why I'm looking down.
So the next one was so that one was Sooner or Later, correct? By Kendall Evans.
Yeah, so next should be
Walk While You Have the Light.
by Preston Ham.
Preston Ham, yeah.
Yeah, and I liked this one too. Well, I mean, of course we liked all of these. It would be
That's why they were chosen, yeah.
yeah, weird to say we didn't like any of them. But this was a very positive one, and that's something we were talking about earlier before the podcast is how positive this issue was. Which makes sense because the prompt was light the beacons, you know, and a lot of people took that in a very warm and encouraging way. So these poems are all very empowering. Walk While You Have the Light is a kind of like one of those ones that gives you some good advice that you should pay attention to in a very beautiful and lyrical way.
Mm-hmm.
So, while recognizing our ownership in also being part of that light.
Yeah.
So yeah, good job, Preston. Obviously, we love the poem. I feel like that's redundant to say because we picked you and we're happy to have you in the pages.
Yeah.
And then I think it was In the Sun by Josh Pearce,
Correct.
which was also a really good one. This one was a really interesting play on romance. You know, kind of talking about like scientifically the carbon that, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like a nerdy scientist love letter to
Yeah.
I guess like kind of like a creation. It kind of comes across kind of like and I don't know why I was thinking it like this, but like a Frankenstein-y sort of you've got creation in it. You've got this is made of carbon and hydrogen and this and that, and but also giving compliment to the love in that particular way in that framework. So it was interesting. It was a while because this is a longer poem. It was a while before I kind of connected those pieces.
Yeah.
As you're going.
Yeah. If you want just a hint of this poem, I'll just read the first line. All the hydrogen in the sun is burning away, and in its absence stayed the specific shape that is your carbon.
Yeah.
So, and I just, for some reason, thought, wow, that's so romantic. Which is probably because we tend to be a little bit on the nerdy side, I think. I don't know.
I really like the poem as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and then In the Sun by Josh Pearce.
Oh, didn't we just do that one?
Oh.
Yeah, that was what we just did. So then the
Angel-
last one is Angel Star.
Angel Star. Okay.
By by A J Dalton. Do not know if A stands for angel. But this was another one, very scientific, which is kind of goes along with spec treatment of celestial beings, we'll say. Celestial beings, because where are those celestial beings, if not in space?
Are you saying beings or beans? Celestial beans.
Beings.
I like beans.
Celestial beings.
Beans.
So,
Enunciate.
yes, I do. I come from the Midwest, and we tend to like slur our words together and wash things.
Worsh. Yeah.
So I've cleaned up my diction, but not that much because I still say rough and beans.
Yep. Beans.
those alien beans.
Yep.
Anyways, yeah. So great job, AJ, for just another treatment of how to light those beacons in a different way.
Yeah.
So, and kind of bringing in a little bit of celestial beauty into this.
Beauty. Okay.
And beans.
Is that how that works? Yeah, it's curious that we did select a lot of specifically for the poems, we selected a lot of kind of universe-based, scientific-y sort of poems. I guess that's when you're lighting a beacon. It's yeah. A lot of people think of the stars, the sun, all of those big things. And lighting a beacon for the future. It seems to be that a lot of things are looking towards the future. In this particular grouping.
Yeah, and as we're kind of currently all in a, I'd say pretty much everybody is in a state of change and flux right now.
Yeah. Looking at AI and the future of the world,
politics,
and technologically
and,
advances.
There's all sorts of stuff going on. So we definitely want to keep our eyes on those beacons and lighting them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also want to say, like, a shout out to Linda D. Addison for selecting all the poems for this issue. She does a great job every issue. And we really appreciate her being on.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think...
Well, we have one more piece of news, and that is 152. This is 151. We've been covering all in June, and now we're going to start covering 152 for July, where this one was warm and fuzzy and inspiring and empowering. Put your seatbelt on, because 152 is about the Devil card. That is the cover inspiration for 152, for the tarot card, the Devil. And the theme was Reject Fake Muse. So you can, and that pre-order is up now. That link, the pre-order is in this chat, and it will also be in the description for everybody who's coming on to watch later. But yeah, we got some really, really good, not warm and fuzzy stories and poems in this one. And again, it features, this was an invite only edition, and that was so that we could get a month ahead. And so we just opened for August, selected those stories. Those contracts will be going out like this week. And yeah, suddenly my brain split into like 3 different time dimensions. What issue are we on? No. So yeah, but this is the July issue, which will be releasing when we do this next podcast. It'll be the next day. So if you want to pre-order now, the pre-order links for large print and standard print are up. The dyslexia-friendly print will be up later today, and the ebook. So, and the cover is completely different from what we've been having. It's still tarot card inspired, and that card is the Devil. But our cover artist, Kira Starr, is, and I think I said this a couple issues back, we were right in the middle of doing this tarot series of covers, tarot-inspired series, and she got diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome, right under Rest is Resistance, in the middle of Rest is Resistance.
And then she's like, I'm going to resist.
Yeah, and rest. I must not resist this rest.
Yep.
So the interesting thing is this cover was a big one of stress for her, because she's trying to balance how can she keep creating as an artist when she has lost one of her major tools, which is her hands.
Yeah.
And so we came across this idea. It was her husband. They came up with this idea. But we were saying we can face the devil, which is, the devil card, and the creative devils, the artistic blocks, whatever the devil is to you, we can face it on our terms, and we can put a deconstructed cover together and show like this is what happens, this is fighting it. So that's why the cover is so different right now. And then we've also made the editorial decision to start putting names of the authors inside on the cover again. So we're going to try it out this month. Makes it a lot harder because we want to fit everybody in, not just a few people. So it's all or nothing. And so it's a little bit smaller, but I think it works.
Yeah, we'll cook along and see how it works with the illustrations moving forward.
Yeah.
Tarot cards are a lot easier to do because you can squish them down. In that styling, it's not like a big landscape. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. Like, keep the names, don't keep the names. I think those 17 names would probably vote keep the names.
It's nothing like having your name on the front cover of a magazine. So we'll see how that goes. But all right, I think that's Well, they somber. We'll catch you guys next week. We're gonna go watch the rest of the game and go from there. So we love your faces. And stay tuned for any more updates or anything like that. I think that's all of our updates for this week.
That is pretty much it. Yeah, It has nothing to do with the soccer game being on at this exact second.
All right. Well, we love you all, and we'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.